internet. This is MissShadowLovely. I was actually trying to start this vlog a few seconds earlier because my three-legged cat just walked through the frame, but that didn't happen, and I apologize. I was trying to bring something extra to this party. As you may have noticed, the hair looks a little bit different. It's not supposed to look like this. I'm not even gonna lie, like this was an accident. It's supposed to all be this color. Oh look, there she is. Sup? This is my three-legged, tailless female cat. I feel like one of those weathercasters. Named Kevin. This is Kevin. It's not relevant to this video. So I'm gonna have to ask you to bear with me. I haven't made a vlog in a long time. I thought I would actually start with a topic. I thought I would actually start putting, channel relevant content into my vlogs. So I've been going by what some of the questions are that myself and other narrators get at conventions. And please disregard the cat that's just gonna be walking in and out of frame this entire way. Also disregard any background noise. I'm taking advantage of the time that Creepypasta Jr. is in the shower and quiet to record this vlog. One of the questions that we always get asked, all of us just across the board at almost every convention that I thought I would cover is what scares you? It's Halloween time, and a lot of people are going to haunted houses or, other things that scare them, paying taxes, I guess. I don't know, watching the news. But anyway, a lot of people are looking to face their fears because it is the time of year that we celebrate being frightened, which I know before you start commenting on what the true meaning of Halloween is, I know where Halloween started, and I know what it's about, and I know that it's completely different now. It's been completely westernized, modernized, and watered down, and children-friendly, and all that. But the Halloween that we have today is a different kind of celebration. It is the celebration of people's fascination with being frightened. And so one of the questions that we get as narrators across the board is, what scares you personally? Or do you ever scare yourself? But I'm gonna try and tackle each question with a different vlog each time. Anyway, so the question is, what scares you? And I get asked this a lot, usually by my mother. I don't know why, like every time I go to visit her, it comes up in conversation. Why do you like scaring people? And I like scaring people because I like being scared. And one of the things about being a narrator that just kind of comes with a job is you kind of get desensitized in a way. It's like nothing really phases you anymore. Like there are one or two things that can really get to a narrator, and usually they know what it is. I'm not really completely entirely sure what mine are. I can tell you one thing that I'm definitely afraid of: frogs. I hate, especially toads. Like, I can't even explain. Like frogs, toads, I can't hang. Like it's not possible. I can't do it. So as being a narrator, since we're the ones telling the stories, usually we're the ones bringing the fear to people. So that puts you in kind of a position of almost power in a way. We have control over the things that most people fear, and so that takes away from a lot of it. So I find myself watching horror movies or going to haunted houses or doing things that would normally scare normal people. And that was, I think, the toilet bowl slamming. It was either that or Junior just smashed his face off the toilet. One of the two. I'm not sure which, but I'm not gonna go in there and check. I just don't get the same rush that I used to from reading pastas or listening to pastas or, any of that kind of stuff, which is really sad because I was one of those teenagers and kid, like I got into creepypasta when I was like 12. I submitted that really, really famous creepypasta, You're Not Scared Right, when I was 13 years old. And I'm 20 now. So it's been a while. But back then, my favorite thing in the world to do would be I would listen to The Birthday Massacre, which I don't know if you've heard of them, but they are fantastic. And I would read creepypastas all day, and none of them really got to me. The first creepypasta monster that ever got to me was Slender Man. And I apologize, but I'm about to have to sneeze. It's not gonna be very ladylike. I apologize for that. Sorry, I don't ever dust my apartment. Oh, that hurt. That was one of those sneezes that hurts. So Slender Man really got to me. And it wasn't necessarily Slender Man as a character. Like, I wasn't scared of the Slender Man character. I was scared of the fact that in the original Slender Man lore, when it was first, like, circulating in the Something Awful forums, was the more you think about him, the more he exists. And that just terrified me because I couldn't help but think about him. But I think, for me personally, what I fear the most are situations that I cannot control. Like, for instance, car crashes. Someone just plows into my vehicle with their vehicle. I couldn't control that. I couldn't avoid that. I wasn't expecting it. That scares me. The concept of me being hit by another vehicle frightens me. It doesn't make me, like, actively anxious, but it does make me uncomfortable. The idea that there might be a serial killer out there who kills young females with bright, flamey hair doesn't really scare me that much, because that's a person. Even if that person has a chainsaw or a gun, I still have at least this much of a chance of fighting back. Same with pasta monsters. Like, that's always been my theory. If it's a person or a monster or something that wants to kill you, you at least have this much of a chance to at least go out fighting, if nothing else. Like, my theory is if someone's coming at you with a chainsaw, like, you might as well just pretty much resign yourself that you're about to die. Like, there's really not that much you can do. You can either just accept that you're about to get cut in half with a chainsaw, or you can go out swinging, or you can run, but we all know that when a dude's chasing you with a chainsaw, he's probably planned ahead of time, and he probably knows where you're gonna go, and he's probably gonna find you, and if he doesn't find you, he's gonna wait like 10 years, and he's gonna resurface in your life, and your life's pretty much screwed up anyway. So, you may just wanna come to terms with it. You're about to be cut in half by a dude with a chainsaw. And that is my personal outlook on life. If someone is gonna try and kill me, I'm either gonna not know what's coming, and then whatever, I'm gonna die, car wreck, whatever. I'm gonna fight back and either escape and defeat said thing, or I'm gonna die. You know what? If I happen to be living one of those lives where I am one of the people who this pasta monster has decided to kill, then you know what? I'm special. And I appreciate that. And I lived a good life. I will not die of old age like most people, and that's okay with me. Watch, like, one day we're gonna find out that it was all real, and then, like, I'm gonna be the first to go. Like, I got short legs. Like, I'm really athletic, but I got short legs. I'm not gonna run very fast. And I'm clumsy. I'm gonna be the first to go. I can't hide with this hair. Like, no, I am the first person to die. But anyway, back to the topic of what scares me. I guess that will be what scares me the most. Not people, not monsters, but the possibility of being in a situation that I could not predict, or I could not control, or had no chance of fighting back. A no-win situation is my biggest fear. And I'm still okay with it, because like I said, I just resigned myself that I was gonna die. I'd go out fighting, but I would just resign myself that I'm gonna get eaten. Someone's gonna wear my face. What are you gonna do? This is just average, everyday thought processes for me. Someone's gonna wear my face. What are you gonna do? But I guess that goes back to being a control freak. Like, I'm kind of a control freak with most aspects of my life, which most people are to a certain extent. If I am not given the ability to at least fight back, those kind of scenarios make me uncomfortable. Or like scenarios like Saw, where, yeah, you have an opportunity to get away, and they don't really scare me, they just kind of make me sad because of the thought of me ever getting in one. Because what would happen is I'd be in one of those situations where they're like, you have to cut off your left leg in order to survive. And I'd be like, I don't think I want to live without my left leg. I kind of like having both legs. It's just not gonna work out. You can just go ahead and do whatever. You can do the face trappy thing on me. I don't really want to live without my leg. I don't really want to cut off my leg. Like, I would be the one who's like, take me instead. Unless it was a giant frog. In which case, if you have Netflix, go catch a quick glimpse of the movie The Theater Bazaar and watch the first short film in The Theater Bazaar. My worst nightmare. It's literally a frog lady. She's called the Lady of the Toads, or the Toad Lady, or something ridiculous like that. And she kills people in a really retarded way, but my worst nightmare. And I can't explain why I'm afraid of frogs. Like, thinking about balloons, I hate being startled, because being startled is out of your control. Like, the dude in the bathroom right now, Creepypasta Jr., loves to hide behind stuff, or he used to. He's learned now not to. But to do the jump scare thing, where you jump out from behind a corner and scare your girlfriend. No, I'll kill you. I will murder you. I live on the 3rd floor. I will throw you off the balcony. It won't be my fault, because you had it coming. I hate being startled, because I wasn't expecting it. I didn't see it coming. Like, that's beyond my control. That's what it is. I am scared of not being in control of everything all the time. I'm just kidding. I'm actually really laid back in real life, but when it comes to life and death situations, I like to have things under control. Yeah, those two things are because they're out of my control. Frogs, I cannot explain why I hate frogs. And it's not so much like I'm scared of frogs, like I'm scared of a frog one day like eating me or something. I'm more uncomfortable with frogs. The thought of a frog touching me makes me want to kill someone else or everyone around me. I can't handle frogs. I don't know whether it's their texture or what. The thought of a frog touching me makes me want to cry. Does this mean that I'm scared of frog paraphernalia? Like, if you bring a stuffed frog into my presence, I'm not going to have a meltdown. If you have a real frog and you bring it into my presence, that's a death wish, is what that is. You, like Junior, will get thrown off of my balcony. Like, I'm not even playing with you. For any of those fun fans who thinks it's gonna be a fun idea to bring their pet frog to the next live performance, no, don't do it. I'm a 2nd degree black belt. I'll kill you. I was expecting this to be a really short vlog, and it ended up being a really long vlog, and now I'm just talking and rambling onward. And I've been recording for like almost 20 minutes, and he's still in the shower. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Also, I'm not usually one to plug things, but I have been putting recently a donation link in all of my videos, because I am desperately, not only do I have to move out of my apartment because my lease is almost up and I need a bigger apartment because there's 2 of us living here, I'm trying to save up money to get a better video camera so that I can start my live action creepypasta series that I've been working on for a really long time. Like, I work in a city where one of the most famous creepypastas of all time took place. And I can't do the live action pasta at that location because my camera is so terrible. Same with my live action SCP series that I'm trying to get going. So I've started putting a donation link in the bottom of the videos in case some of you feel incredibly, I don't think that's a word, but in case some of you feel incredibly generous and you feel me. So that's why those are there. You don't have to. Like I said, eventually I'll raise the money myself. I do have a full-time job, but a lot of it's going towards moving out. If you haven't done adult things, they're really expensive. And yeah, that's a huge drag. What that's going on about. Also, keep a lookout for one of my newer projects that's going to be coming up, a new creepypasta project. I will give you more information on that soon, but it will be a very lengthy series. It'll happen after the end of October. Also, I'd like to clarify a few things. Data Corrupted is not going to be an ongoing thing. It is just for the month of October. Also, the second thing is stop telling me to get a better microphone, okay? Even if I had the highest quality of microphone available to narrators, I would still be using the megaphone voice effect. I use the megaphone voice effect for a reason, not just my terrible microphone. Like, I actually have a pretty decent microphone. I just use a voice effect, a gas mask effect for my SCP series. Other than that, this vlog has gone on way longer than I needed it to, so I'm gonna go ahead and start editing it, or else I'm never ever gonna be done with it. So, with that being said, I always want to say stay safe, stay alert at the end of these, but I know that's not appropriate, so I'm gonna say have a lovely day.